topic. Yesterday we did the introductory part. Today we would be doing the methods of the executive development. Now, what do you mean by executive development? A developmental process, the focusing on the people sitting at the executive profile for developing the analytical leadership qualities within the employees, right? So we have different methods, on-job methods or on-job techniques and off-job techniques for the human resource development of the employees. So within the on-job techniques, now the bifurcation on-job and off-job are very important. Which of the following are on-job techniques, which of the following are off-job technique is highly repetitively asked question. And within the on job technique, all of them, every single method is important because there has been a question from every single method. So now, on job technique are those techniques, those training methods which are, or those developmental methods which are provided to the employees when they are actually on job, means they are doing it by learning. They will be doing it by themselves and then getting an experience and learning from that. That is your on job. Off job technique is something when they are not actually on their job, not at their machines, not at their working place, but taken away at the different places, complete concentration on the training. So on job, we have coaching, understudy method, job rotation, special project assignment, committee assignment, multiple management, selective training. Off job, special courses, case studies, role playing, lectures and conferences, syndicate method. This is important. Management games, important. Brainstorming, important. Now, some of the methods and what areas they help to develop. This is again one more important question. So this goes like, by role playing, by the method of role playing, the trainer or the employer wants to inculcate which kind of skills or develop which kind of competency within the employee. So it's interpersonal skill. What do you mean by interpersonal skill? Interpersonal skills are when you are interacting with a team, when you are interacting with another person, how do you interact with them? How do you communicate with them? So role playing is to understand those relationships. Sensitivity training is also a method of understanding or developing the interpersonal skill. How will come to that. So in basket training, business games, case studies, develop your decision making skills. Case studies are also for analytical skills. Business games in basket, they all develop analytical. Analytical scale is finding out the cause and effect relationship. Job knowledge through job, on job experiences, coaching, understudy. जॉब नॉलेज मीन्स रिगार्डिंग माई जॉब, मेरे जॉब के बारे में मैक्सिमम नॉलेज मुझे कब आएगी? when I am given those opportunities which are on job. While I'm doing coaching, my coach give me a coaching specific to my job. He tries to increase the effectiveness of my job. Understudy is also, it's all about developing or making a person effective, efficient in his current job. Organizational knowledge, other than my job, all other departmental knowledge or within the department different level knowledge, that is given by job rotation, multiple management. जब मैं एक जॉब से दूसरे जॉब में मुझे रोटेट किया जाता है, I get to know why this job is important, why this is important, how they together form the very important part for the organization. Multiple management. General, so this is general awareness about organization, environment, everything. Special courses, special meetings, specific reading. Specific individual. So when I am having as an individual, I want to improve my communication skills or my leadership skills. So these assignments which are given to an individual considering their specific needs, they are special project, committee, assignment. Trust me, this is really very important and this can be asked in exam. ठीक है, ये एग्जाम में पूछा जाता है, पूछा गया है. Now, what do you mean by on job techniques? कई बार स्टूडेंट्स को ऑन जॉब टेक्निक्स का रियल या फिर असर्शन एंड रीजन में एक्चुअली ऑन जॉब टेक्निक्स का एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया रहेगा और एक मेथड दिया रहता है. तो आपको वो दोनों सेंटेंसेस करेक्ट है या नहीं ये आइडेंटिफाई करना रहता है. तो यू नीड टू बी अवेयर कि ऑन जॉब टेक्निक्स का मतलब क्या. Now, this is the most common method of managerial development. The basic necessity for on job technique is to give the employee a complete knowledge about his current job. He can efficiently and effectively do his current specific job nicely, productively. It is to improve his behavior towards current job. Now, this type of techniques are usually less expensive because you don't have to arrange any classroom, you don't have to arrange any extra consultant or trainer. It's a supervisor or subordinate who can teach him while he is doing the job. Here, sometimes no extra artificial support is required. It's like if there is a good leader, if there is a good superior, it's fine. तो एक्स्ट्रा खर्चा यहाँ पे नहीं आता है. Now, I have already explained you while I was teaching all this in human resource management, training and development method. But again, I will summarize the points. I'm not going to read each and everything. So what do you mean by coaching? Now, difference between the coaching and understudy is very important, students, and also the mentoring. These are important things that you need to be aware. They all are mentoring, understudy, coaching. They all are on-job methods. Now, in coaching, there is an immediate superior or a supervisor or a reporting manager or a manager who keeps on coaching the subordinate that how you have to perform the job effectively. It means he will help the employee to understand what are the different important steps, what is the behavior which will improve your productivity, what is expected from you. It's not only about performing, it's also what is expected from you, and accordingly that coach will keep on training him, guiding him, correcting his mistake. But आपको याद रखना है, coaching is all about job. कुछ भी उसमें उस काम के अलावा वो उसे कुछ नहीं करेगा ट्रेन. जबकि मेंटोरिंग में इट कैन बी फॉर्मल एज वेल एज इनफॉर्मल. इसका मतलब एक बकायदा मेंटोर को अलॉट किया गया है, ही विल बी मेंटोरिंग. नाउ इसके अंदर केवल जॉब की बात नहीं होती है, यहाँ पे होता है ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट. उसका इमोशनल स्टेटस क्या है, साइकोलॉजिकल, कॉग्निटिव डेवलपमेंट, एवरीथिंग इज हैपनिंग इन मेंटोरिंग. सो ही इज ओनली नॉट टीचिंग बट ही इज डेवलपिंग. दैट इज योर मेंटोरिंग. मेंटोरिंग में केवल जॉब नहीं है, ओवरऑल डेवलपमेंट है. वो केवल इतना नहीं बताएगा कि आपकी गलतियां क्या है, बट ये भी बताएगा कि आप कैसे इन गलतियों को ना करें, कैसे इंप्रूव करेंगे. एडवांटेज इट इज अ प्रोसेस ऑफ लर्निंग बाय डूइंग. Fine. Do I need to read all this? Will you be able to do it by yourself, students? I have explained you what do you mean by coaching. उसके 2-4 मेन पॉइंट्स होते हैं. I'm not going to read the every point, advantage and disadvantage. The reason is I believe you can understand those. ठीक है. एडवांटेजेस का क्या है कि यहाँ पे इमीडिएट फीडबैक मिलता है, इवैल्यूएशन मिलता है कोचिंग के थ्रू. और हाँ, एक चीज और कोचिंग के बारे में आपने जानना है कि ये ऑपरेटिव स्किल्स को डेवलप करता है. ऑपरेटिव स्किल्स यानी डेली बेसिस की एक्टिविटीज को इंप्रूव करता है, डेली बेसिस की, डेली रूटीन एक्टिविटीज की. ठीक है. ये फ्यूचर ओरिएंटेड नहीं है, फ्यूचर पे, फ्यूचर बहुत ज्यादा आगे का नहीं सोचता है, करंट पे. नाउ मूविंग टू द नेक्स्ट, understudy method. In this method, there is a person or a senior under whom an trainee is designated. जैसे यूजुअली पीएचडी में होता है, गाइड होते हैं जिनके अंदर आप अपना रिसर्च करते हो. तो in this method, the superior keeps on training or providing the knowledge to the person or a trainee about how the things have to be done, what is the correct way, what is the exact way of doing the thing. Now, the training is rigorous to such extent that in absence of senior, this person will replace him. It may be due to the retirement, it may be due to the accident, it may be due to the death, transfer, promotion, anything. So, purpose of understudy method, one main purpose is to prepare the trainee, make him as an replacement in case the person gets out, senior person leaves the organization because of any reason, or there is a long term absence भी होगा, तभी भी ये ट्रेनी उसकी जगह काम कर सकता है. It's a continuous guidance, it's a continuous opportunity, continuous training where टोटल एज एन जॉब, यानी पूरे काम, आप केवल एज एन ट्रेनी नहीं हो, आप मेरी जगह पे भी काम कर सकते हो अगर मैं नहीं हूं. ठीक है. देन डिसएडवांटेज क्या होता है इसके अंदर में कि कई बार जो ट्रेनर होता है उसका अपना खुद का इम्पर्सनल या पर्सनल मोटिवेशन उससे अटैच्ड हो जाता है कि वो उससे अपने अपने काम करवाने लगता है. ठीक है. सो दैट इज योर डिसएडवांटेज. अदरवाइज अंडरस्टडी इज बेसिकली टू have an option when the senior person is not there within the organization. Job rotation का सबको पता होगा. It is from rotating, a method of rotating, developing a person from one job to another, maybe at the same level, right, within the organization. Basically it's related to the job at the same level, hierarchical. The movement is done as per the defined schedule. ठीक है. And this schedule keeps on happening over the period of the time. Purpose is to increase the knowledge about organization, कि organization में और कौन से jobs हैं, उनकी क्या importance है. Second, to remove the monotony, that you get bored doing everything daily basis. Third thing is you improve the coordination within the department. When you are aware कि मैंने इस जॉब में भी काम किया, उसमें भी किया, तो मुझे पता होता है कि कोऑर्डिनेशन कितना इंपॉर्टेंट है, मेरे काम के बिना उसका नहीं हो पाएगा, राइट. एंड दिस हेल्प द पर्सन टू मूव फ्रॉम स्पेशलिस्ट प्रोफाइल टू जनरलिस्ट. तो मैं अगर बहुत टाइम से एज एन रिक्रूटमेंट ही कर रही हूँ तो मेरी स्पेशलिटी क्या हो गई, रिक्रूटमेंट. अब जॉब रोटेशन में क्या होगा, अगर मुझे रिक्रूटमेंट से लाकर ऑपरेशंस में डाला गया तो मेरा प्रोफाइल एज एन जनरलिस्ट हो गया, जनरल प्रोफाइल बनता जाएगा उस डिपार्टमेंट के लिए, जिसकी वजह से द पर्सन कैन बी यूज्ड एट द नंबर ऑफ द प्लेसेस. उसके पास एक ब्रॉडन्ड अप स्किल्स, सेट ऑफ स्किल्स होगा. डिसएडवांटेज, दिस कॉजेस लॉट ऑफ डिस्टर्बेंस. Every time the person have to switch, learn the new skills, he will take time to settle down. So adjusting is the main problem. It may demotivate a person who want to be a specialist. It may demotivate him कि क्या ही हर बार responsibility change करते हैं, मुझे नहीं करना. So that is the disadvantage. Special project assignment. This is a kind of let's say I am working on certain job or HR, into an HR recruitment, or let's say I will give you this with an example. So I was working with Times of India and my work was to do the salary negotiation. Now what happens in this special project assignment, related to my current job, जो मेरा काम है ना उसी से related, ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत अलग होगा, एक्स्ट्रा होगा, उसी से रिलेटेड स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट असाइनमेंट दिए जाते. क्लियर, एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड. सो दिस इज द फंक्शनल एरिया है ना आपका, वो रिलेटेड होगा, डिफरेंट नहीं होगा. द मेन थिंग इज टू हेल्प द ट्रेनी टू बेटर अंडरस्टैंड और इंक्रीज द स्कोप ऑफ हिज नॉलेज, हिज वर्क, मेक हिम मोर एम्प्लॉयबल. समझ में आया? जैसे आई विल गिव यू वन एग्जांपल. ये ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस में बहुत होता है. लेट्स से यू आर वर्किंग विथ एचआर डिपार्टमेंट और आप कोई रिक्रूटमेंट का काम कर रहे हो, रादर आई वुड से चलो रिक्रूटमेंट ही कर रहे हो. अब रिक्रूटमेंट में आप सीनियर पोजीशन पे हो, आप टीम हैंडल करते हो. अब इसके साथ एक स्पेशल प्रोजेक्ट ये हो सकता है दैट फॉर द फर्स्ट टाइम द कंपनी इज गोइंग ऑन द कैंपस इंटरव्यू. ठीक है, कैंपस इंटरव्यू के लिए जा रही है, तो आपको ये स्पेशल असाइनमेंट दिया जाएगा क्योंकि आप ऑलरेडी रिक्रूटमेंट तो कर रहे हो, लेकिन ये कैंपस, दिस रिक्रूटमेंट इज रिलेटेड टू योर फंक्शन, योर फंक्शनल एरिया, बट इट इज एन special thing, special project given to you in order to increase your knowledge, in order to train you, or in an scope increase करना, आपको more employable बनाना. Is that clear to everyone? समझ में आया? PhD scholar of what?